back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. If you're new here, welcome again. That's Bowie. He is also welcoming you. This is going to be Flosstube number 17 for Millennial Stitchers. Can you believe that? I feel like it's kind of crazy that we've reached 17. It has taken, how long have I been doing this now? On and off. Maybe 2 years, 3 years? I should have taken this long to get to 17, but nevertheless, excuse him. We're not going to do this the whole time, buddy. He loves his mother. Anyways, so now I've lost track of what I was saying. Okay, anywho's, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started. So just a couple of housekeeping things before we start. Trying something new here. Hopefully you notice that the video quality is a little bit better. I'm using the back side of my phone to record. So yeah, I mean the backside camera is a little bit better, but it also means I can't see myself. So I have my computer set up right over here so that I can see myself over here. So if you see me looking over here, it's just to make sure you guys can actually see what the heck I'm talking about, and you're not like looking at the design on my shirt, because I've had to move the phone about 100 times to get it so you're not looking at just my shirt and you can actually see the stitchy stuff that I have to show you today, because it's going to be a pretty exciting video. Yes, and then also I have a new stitching journal that I'm going to be sharing in an upcoming video, but I'm also going to be referencing quite a bit during this video because I've pretty much tracked everything stitching on that journal this week. Which is good for you because it means that you can actually know what I'm stitching on and that kind of stuff. So I also have my little notebook here like I used to, just so that I can keep track of what we're talking about. And then also, I'm going to use a different color that I was supposed to grab before we started, but to make sure I make note of what I need to put in the comments or in the description for you guys. So if there's anything I missed, just let me know and I will be happy to go back and add that or answer your questions. Other than that, I think that's all of our weekly updates. Again, if you're new, welcome. We're so happy to have you. I'm Sarah. Nathan is the counterpart of Millennial Stitchers, but he hasn't really been stitching very much. However, I was watching one of our old videos just to kind of get an idea of our segments that we used to do, and I found a stitch that we kitted up and everything, called Old City, I think. It was from Cute Patterns by Maria though, and he loved that pattern. So he was at work last night and I messaged him and I said, do you remember that city pattern you really liked? He said, no, I don't. So I sent it to him. He goes, that's actually really cool. And I was like, I'm glad future you think so too. Do you want to stitch it? And he said he might want to. So I mean, maybe we'll have a cameo of Nathan at some point in time. Who knows? Who knows with him? He works 12-hour shifts pretty much 5 or 6 days a week, depending on the week. So he really doesn't have time to do anything. I see him for roughly 1 hour a day. Okay, anywho's, so I think we're going to go ahead and just jump right into weekly stitchy updates. Whoop, whoop. So if you're new here, I'm a teacher. I'm on summer vacation, so I've had ample time to stitch. So that is the first thing I'm going to talk about. I've had a lot of time to stitch. I've had a lot of progress. I'm really, really proud of it. I also was able to go on a little cross-stitch trip. Nathan and I went on a little day trip when he was off this past Saturday. That would be the, I wrote it down so you would know. I'm really trying to keep track of my life here. That would have been the 8th. So we went on the 8th to a little cross-stitch shop. It was so much fun. We drove all through Lynchburg and Virginia, and we stopped at Crumble Cookie. Yum. They had my favorite flavor, which is the birthday cake flavor, obviously. So we were able to stop there and get some lunch, and it was a great time. It was really good to actually be able to spend time with him, and yeah, so that was exciting. So we were able to do that, which means I have a little bit of haul to show you. Whoop, whoop. And then also I've had a lot of success doing my rotation this week, guys. So I really wasn't sure how that was going to work out for me because, as you know, I'm a one stitch kind of gal, but it has actually worked out really well. I have 6 projects that I touched this week and 1 finished. Woo woo. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to show you. And then of course I also started my stitchy journal that I'm going to share with you. That's going to be on my iPad. So very exciting stuff there. And like I said, a lot of people on Instagram were asking because I had posted something and it had a picture of that. So if you're interested in that, know a video is coming probably this week. So look out for that. Okay, so I think we're just gonna jump straight into WIPS. I do have them in their bags because I do not want to get them mixed up. So excuse the rustling sounds. We're just gonna jump right excuse me, I do still have bronchitis. We're just gonna jump right in. I'm also gonna pull up on my iPad, that way I can tell you all the info on these patterns. So we're gonna start with the one that I don't have a ton of information for because I started it last year. So this is actually gonna be Quilty Barns by Lori Holt. This was not a new start. This was a 2022 start. I kind of took a little tiny break from it to start some other things just because it's a lot of the same thing. Let me switch it so you can actually see the pattern and what it's supposed to look like. So this is one of the only patterns I'm doing on paper right now. Everything else I've scanned onto my iPad. But there is Quilty Barns by Lori Holt. I'm doing it just like it calls for there. So as you can see, all of the barns are the same. It's just the little quilts inside that are different. And they're beautiful, but it is a lot of the same. So I've kind of challenged myself this month to do 2 full barns this month. And then if I do that again next month, I will have a finish. So here is my current progress. And I apologize, it's not ironed. I know that that's like a pet peeve of some people. Sorry, I forgot to do that before we started. Gosh, that's like pretty bad actually. Let me see if I can. Sorry guys. Still trying to get the hang of all of this again. Right there is my current progress though. So I did all of this this week. And I'm gonna flip over to my calendar. So I stitched on this project. Let's see. 2 days. So I only stitched on it 2 days and I did get that progress. And even though it doesn't look like a lot, there are actually quite a lot of stitches in that little section there. So this is where the quilt's gonna go. So I have 5 that are completely done and then 4 left to go. So that is my progress on Quilty Barns this week. I will make some more progress on that. I don't know if I'm going to end up hitting my goal of having 2 full barns done. If I'm being honest, I really haven't been loving stitching on Ada recently, and this is Ada. Don't know what color because it was before I started tracking. But it is Ada, and I just haven't been enjoying Ada quite as much as linen because I've been enjoying doing a 1/2 for linen. So 1 strand of floss over 2 squares is what I've been really digging recently. So I figure I want to do stuff that I'm really interested in. So that is why Quilty Barns has not gotten that much love this week. Also because I've had 4 new starts. Okay, so here's going to be one of our new starts. Oop, oop, oop. This is something we talked about in last week's video, but this is going to be This I Know by Plum Street Samplers. So that is the pattern, if it will focus. Hello, there you go. Jesus Loves Me, This I Know. As you know, I had a heck of a time finding the thread for this pattern, but I finally got it all together from a variety of stores. So I'm very thrilled to be finally doing This I Know. So I started this one on July 10th, and I'm doing it on 36 count Edinburgh linen in platinum. And let me see, I make notes for myself in my journal as well. And so for this one, I said, really enjoying the primitive style of this pattern. This is my first Plum Street. Many ladies in my local needlework shop really like this pattern. So I will show, oops, did you just see me knock all of my stuff out of my bag here? So this is my current progress. Let's see. I'm trying to like look in the camera. There's me. Let me put this back here so you can actually see progress. So I've got the first leaf and a little bit of that church done. Let me hold up, oops, the actual pattern. Well, the picture, not the pattern, of course, next to it. So you can kind of see. There we go. So I've got just a little bit of progress. I stitched on that a little bit this week, not a whole ton. I stitched on that. I have a little calendar that I use. So I stitched on that for 2 days this week. I stitched on Monday and Tuesday on this pattern. And I'm loving it. So that is this I know. A start and some progress. We love to see that. Especially for me, who always stitches the same, like, project. Which I recognize is not super fun for a Flosstube video. If it's just one project. Okay. Let me mark this off. My little sheet here. Okay, now, I think I'm actually going to save this project for last. Because it's the one I think I'm most excited about right now, which I didn't think I would be, but I am. So this one is a Moroccan lantern, and I have actually not stitched on this week, but in case you're new, I'm going to show you. Unfortunately, this pattern is on my iPad. Let me see if I can real quick find, I'm sure I can because I pulled up, yeah, here it is. Okay, let me just zoom in. This is what this pattern is going to look like. So as you can see, they kind of glow. So, let's see, it's on the opposite side. I've done this orange one and I've worked a little bit on the green one. So now you see what it's gonna look like. Here is my progress. Just gonna fold it back on itself. That way you can see it. I got a little bit of a better picture on Instagram of this, so if you're interested in that, just look over on my Instagram and you'll be able to see. But I want to have my ring light on, but then when I do, it kind of washes out my stuff. So I don't know. Let me know if you think I should have the ring light on. Oh gosh, there's it. There it is. Moroccan lanterns. These are so pretty. I'm excited to get that done. It's a lot of stitches though. Let me tell you fabric information for this one. So this one was started June 27th of this year, and it is from Etsy, the designer Vivsters, and I'm using Forbidden Fiber Co. Morning Mist 40 count for this project. Let me read my notes. This is a main rotation project, enjoying watching the lanterns come to life. They really do look like they are glowing. Now hold on a minute, I forgot to put that back in my Quilty Barnes box. Did you see the momentary confusion on my face? Stick this. Trying to keep organized because once I get confused, it's all over. Did not sleep great last night. I actually ended up sleeping in the living room with the dogs. We had a really bad thunderstorm. And it was kind of knocking our power around, and I didn't honestly want to take the dogs out to go to the bathroom in the thunderstorm. So I figured if I just didn't wake them up, we'd be okay. Okay, so now we have another new start. I know, guys, this is just incredible. So this is Summertime by Crocette, a Gogo. I'm doing this on 36 count Edinburgh linen in platinum. Now, I need some advice on this. I tried a couple different things for this pattern. He's real cute. He's very cute. I'm going to show you my progress. I'm kind of folding it now so I can better show you, but it just looks so thick. So it's 36 count, and I used 2/2. I tried to use 1/2, and it just didn't look full enough, but then this one kind of looks like it might be a little too full to me. What do you think? He's so cute. This is a new start, so not a ton of progress. What do you think? Do you think it needs more? I'm gonna flick my light on for this just so we can see if that helps you be able to see a smidgen better. That should be the white version there. Okay, so half the video is gonna have no light and the other half's gonna have it. You're gonna have to like let me know what you think is better. Hi, okay, here we go. Oh, you can definitely see that better. What do you think? Is it too full? I just, the white down here was like invisible when I didn't do 2/2. Okay, so I need your thoughts on that. This pattern is so cute though. So I started this one on July 10th as well. I said the designer has projects with the same layout for each season. The colors are so fun and it's a really great seasonal project. So what I'm gonna do is show you this actually on Etsy because I may have forgotten to put this as a photo on my tablet. So that's okay though. I've got it pulled up, everyone. Here we go, I'm gonna zoom in just a hair though. So that is, see how kind of that ring light. I can't win. That is what the project looks like, so cute. So I'm working on this fish in the middle because I always start in the middle, you know me. But isn't that so cute? I just love all the aspects of it. I really like this little crab and the lighthouse. So cute. And I really actually am really enjoying the border. So anywho's, the colors on that are really fun. So I'm excited to keep working on that one. I will tell you, if I remember correctly, I only worked on that one day. But no, I worked on 2 days. 2 days, I did my start and then I wanted to finish the fish. I remember that now. That was my goal. So that is summertime. New start. Okay, 2 more. Okay, so this is a start I was not anticipating, but darn, Laura from Stitching by the Shore has convinced me. So I'm gonna join her Sal. I'm a little late joining, but that is a-okay, a-okay. Because if there's anything I know about Laura, it's that she's probably not gonna be too upset about this. So I'm gonna be stitching Blue Dreams by Barbaraana. So it's actually the same one that she's stitching. I'm doing a little bit different fabric. I just wanted to pull from my stash for this one. 1, because I was kind of late. 2, because I don't trust myself to order this color fabric online. You'll see why in just a moment. So her Sal is #StitchingBarbaraana, and that is hosted by Laura by Stitching by the Shore. So that is fantastic. So the fabric I'm using is by Mystic Fabrics. It's an 18 count from a grab bag. It doesn't have a specific name, just a grab bag. And I started this one on July 9th, and I'm gonna pull up a picture of this beauty. So previously I've seen this pattern and I was like, I don't know if that's really my style, but I'm trying to branch out, people, okay? I'm doing primitives, okay? Now I'm doing this and I'm really enjoying it. Love doing my first primitive. So that tells me I need to branch out and try new things, so I am. So this is Blue Dreams by Barbaraana. Isn't she gorgeous? I love the colors. And Laura said, you definitely have got to do this color fabric. And she had something almost identical. I did not. Mine was not quite the same. This is the smallest start ever. Like, you're not even gonna be able to see that it started. But here it is. But you're able to kind of see my fabric choice. The screen is washing it out a little bit. It's definitely a little redder than that. Let me put it against my shirt, see if that helps. That's a little better, but it's still not totally showing it. But this is gonna be my Barbaraana. So little start on that. So I'm able to be a part of your sound now, Laura, if you are watching this. I know sometimes she watches my videos, so hi if you are. You enabled me. So I have started a Barbaraana, and let me see if I had any more notes on my tablet about that. I don't think so. I think that's all. So Barbaraana, another start. Okay, so I have saved my favorite project currently, and honestly, like, shocking, I'm gonna say this, okay? This may be one of my favorite cross stitch projects, like the most enjoyable that I've ever done. So hold your breath, okay? I'm gonna give you some hints here. Okay, I have not talked about this project before. I have talked about it on my Instagram, so if you're on Instagram, you probably know what it is. But you sneaky thing, you. This is a Plum Street Samplers design, and it is fantastic. I don't think the picture does it justice. I saw it at my local cross stitch store, and I was like, that looks fun. I just love the colors. So it is Plum Street Samplers. This is the day. I'm sure you've seen some people stitching. I'm gonna take it out of the paper so it doesn't reflect. There we go. So cute. So it says, this is the day that the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So I love the verse, and I love this building. It's bricks made of different colors of pink. These flowers are so cute, right? So cute. So I have spent truly a significant amount of time on this project. I believe I was stitching this until the wee hours of the morning last night. I think I'm gonna check my log, but I think I've spent more time on this project this week than anything else. And that's just because I really been enjoying it. So this is the day. I started on July 10th. Shocker, that was my major start day. It is on a 32 count Lugana, Zwigart, and Platinum. And I said, love the various colors of pink in this pattern. Very primitive, but fun colors. Excited to see how the hand-dyed floss looks. I'm getting ready to work on the roof. So this was a new start this week. It's a lot of stinking progress for 1 week, people. I'm loving it. So the roof, I'm gonna just do, I think, back and forth, because it's hand-dyed, and I want to make sure you can see the variegation. But look at those bricks. Like, I feel like I've been building with floss. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. I love this pattern. It's so cute. Excuse me. Sorry. So if you're thinking, I might like that, you will. It's so fun. So fun. I will, like, forever recommend this pattern. So it's also stitching up, like, pretty quickly, and it's enjoyable. I've actually done 1,600 stitches in that pattern. Can you believe that? It says I've spent 9 hours on this pattern so far. Clearly, I have maybe too much time on my hands in the summertime. It's possible. It is possible. Also, if you do working patterns from paper patterns onto your tablet, just for whatever it's worth, the Plum Street scan in really well. So that's what I do. I scan in my paper patterns and put them on my tablet. That way it's portable and easy for me to work with. So that is Plum Street. This is the day. All right. Whew, 4 new starts, guys. That's like unheard of for me. So pretty proud of myself for that, if I am being honest with you. Okay, let me get my little notebook here and see what's up. Okay, moving on. We are gonna now talk about finishes. That's right, not only, people, do I have a finish, I have a fully finished project. That's right, it's framed. Let's just take a moment. I'm so excited. Okay. So you guys are probably like, where the heck is Strawberry Harvest, people? It's finished in a frame. That's right, it's in a frame. Okay. When I go to finishes, so I can tell you all the details about this. Okay, so this, so exciting. Okay. This is Strawberry Harvest. This is by Stitch Through the Years. I started this bad boy on June 29th, finished it on July 7th. So that's a total of 9 days I worked on this. 9 days. It ended up being my first finish I'm afraid that the I'm afraid the light is going to be a problem because it's on glass. Ugh, sorry, my body is wanting to cough. I'm going to try to lean it. Let me click off the light real quick, guys. Sorry, I want to make sure you can see this. I worked so stinking hard on it. I'll just put that there, and that way I can turn it on and off as I need. Keep life simple. How cute is that? If you want to see a better picture, I have really good pictures that Nathan took for me on my Instagram. Back on. But I framed it myself. Sorry I'm moving it around so much. I'm trying to get the reflection out, but I think it just is what it is. I'm going to actually move it really close to the camera here so you guys can get a good view. There we go. How cute is this frame with this? Nathan picked this out too. He was like, I really think that'll look good. So, a couple things about this project. It is on 35 count lamb's wool by Whitleys, and I used the called for DMC for this, and it is 117 by 117. It is going to be my first project ever entered into the county fair. So exciting. I'm entering with a couple of my friends, so that's always really fun. And like I said, it was my first finish of 2023, and it's also going to probably be the first thing we actually hang up in our house, like stitching wise. So yay, I love it. I just love how it turned out. And I think this is a really great start for primitive stitches for me. Really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, so really happy with that. I've been so excited to show that to you. Okay, so now I want to talk to you guys about my rotations, because I know that I am not the only person on Flosstube who struggles with rotations. So prior to this, I was a one project wonder, okay? I'd stitch one project, start to finish, and that was it. I tried really hard to do other stuff, but I just couldn't do it. So I'm going to cough, and I'm so sorry. Okay, hopefully that's it for the video. This cough is annoying. So this is what my tablet looks like with my chart. Like I said, I'm actually going to record from my tablet and do a voiceover so you guys can really see, but this is what my calendar looks like. I know it's really hard to see, but you can get the gist that I just kind of put on there what I'm working on. Oh, I guess I'll just turn it this way. Maybe that's going to be easier. There you go. So I'm going to go through and just tell you what I've been working on for each day. This is to share with you, of course, but it's also to hold myself accountable, because I do go back, I know this is so dorky, and watch my videos. It just kind of helps me remember what I've been working on and that kind of stuff. So, dorky, I know, yes. Okay. So, I went back and looked on what my last video was. So, on Friday the 7th, I finished Strawberry Harvest, and I also touched Quilty Barns. And then on Saturday the 8th is when Nathan and I were on our little trip, so I didn't stitch very much. So, I just did Quilty Barns that day. And then on Sunday the 9th, I did Quilty Barns, and I started the Blue Dreams Sal. Monday the 10th, I had like my serial start day. I was really excited about it. I was like, I gotta do this. I started This I Know, This Is the Day, and Summertime. And then on Tuesday the 11th, I worked some more on Summertime and This I Know. Wednesday and Thursday, I did This Is the Day. And then that leads us to today, where I got up and said, Nathan, I need you to watch the dogs so that I can film my Flosstube video. So I've stitched none today, just so you know. So, okay, that was my rotation schedule. I would love to know how you guys do your rotations. Do you just pick up what you find interesting? Do you have like a wheel? I've heard of that. How do you do your rotations? I would love to know. If you want to just pause and pop that down in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure I lay hands on everything I have, but sometimes that can be tricky if you're really enjoying one thing, which I feel so conflicted about that, because if you're really enjoying one thing, it's okay to stitch on that, right? I don't know. Okay, goals. So I have many goals. I do need your opinions. So if you're stitching right now, please take just a second and look up, because I need opinions about something that is important to me. So if you've been with my channel a long time, you know that I have had pet rats for a long time. I don't have them right now because they've passed. Our last set of rats got a heart condition and passed, and it was pretty unpleasant for everyone involved and sad. And we've also been moving. We got Junie, we got Bowie, and our hearts just aren't ready to go through it again because the rats don't have very long lives. But anywho's, if you know about the rats, you know that we had 3 OG boys, Wayland, Wesley, and Willie. And I did cross stitches for them, and they are some of the most meaningful cross stitches that I have. But I was a newbie cross stitcher when I did them, and they are on sticky mat with glued down backs. I know, my cross stitch friend group is probably cringing because they hate glue. And I display these, I prop them up, but these are really important to me and I want to savor them. So I'm thinking about redoing the finishing of them. What do you think? I was thinking about framing them. I'm just going to use this frame as an example and putting it in there and framing it. Probably not this exact frame. I do have a black frame over here. I'm just going to grab it so you guys can see. Maybe if I did, I'm just thinking out loud here, 3 of that in the black. Wonder how that would look. What do you think? It would be behind glass. I just don't know if they would all fit. I would like them to be uniform. Yeah, he would fit barely in there. I know Wayland's would fit. That's Wayland, my baby. He was my heart rat. If you've had rats, you know. And then old man Willie. So that's just an idea. I just think that they would probably be more protected in there and also easier for us to display because I really would like to hang these up instead of prop them up. So let me know your thoughts on that. I've really been thinking about that. So possibly redoing. Okay, now moving on to my next goal, future plans, whatnot. If you watched my last video, you know that I went over, I did like a special edition to go over the 2023 Halloween Collector's Edition from Just Cross Stitch. And I am going to be starting a SAL. And I need your opinions because obviously I want people to be in the SAL. I'll do it by myself, of course, but how much fun would it be to do it with other people? And I know a lot of people get this magazine. So my question to you, if I can find it quickly, just a moment while I flip through. Here it is. I am going to be doing Sugar Skull Cat by Perry Heidi of Stitchoria. That's what I'm going to be stitching. So my question to you is, well, a couple things. One, do you want to do a stitch along with me? You know you want to. I'm just kidding. So like I said, this is what I'm going to be doing. And then yes, if you think I do want to do a stitch along, I am going to stitch something from this magazine. Do you want to stitch this cat with me? Or would you rather the stitch along just be for the whole magazine? Let me know down in the comments. I really would like to start this September 1 would be my goal, but I would like to do a Facebook group. That way we can all chit chat about it, post our progress and that kind of stuff, and kind of be personable together. But in order to do that, I need to know what you guys want to do. That way I can make a hashtag and that kind of stuff. So please let me know down in the comments if that's something you're even interested in. That way I can kind of gauge if it's something people are interested in. Because like I said, totally don't mind doing it by myself or doing any of the magnificent patterns in this book by myself. But it's always funner with friends, right? Okay, a couple other little things. I am planning, like I said, to do my Stitchy Notebook tour from my tablet. I just need to record it and do the voiceover. and I'll be doing that this week. And then I also plan to do a craft room tour. So you guys are kind of seeing the back half of my craft room with my pegboards. So I do plan to kind of go through and tell you what's on my pegboards, why they're on there the way that they are. And then of course everything over here and over here. And then you can also see my DMC storage. Okay, I spent a lot of money making the DMC storage, but it's been working. So like I've told Nathan, it's worth it because it works. Okay, we're trekking right along here, people. Now it's time for haul. So a couple of things. I do have some packages coming. I have an Amazon order coming where I just got like a couple of little things for the tablet and also cross stitch related, not very much, because if you were on Amazon Prime Day, there wasn't a lot of cross stitch stuff. But it's stuff that I'm going to use while cross stitching, so I'm going to share it with you next week if it comes, which hopefully it should. I also have an order from Annabella's coming. It's some patterns, so I'll share those with you when they come in as well. They did just move locations. They are in North Carolina, and they moved locations, so they're a little tiny bit delayed, I think. Okay, other than that, I got the Halloween magazine, of course. We've already kind of gone over that, so I'm just going to peruse past that. And then I got some of Whitleys, which is Southern Fried, or the Southern Stitchers. The floss is called Southern Fried Floss. So cute. I got some of her hand-dyed thread. Some of this is going into a project, so I don't want to get it confused. But she hand-dyes this herself. If you're interested in any of these colors, her website will be linked down below. That way you guys can check her out and see if there's anything you might want. So we'll go over these. This is French Blue. So pretty. We have Victorian Mauve. Blushed, pretty pink. Coffee Bean. A nice brown. And finally, Bay Leaf. And also, my neighbor has just decided they're going to cut their grass. My neighbors cut their grass so much. People in my neighborhood like love to cut their grass, which is great. But that's what they're doing, so hopefully you can hear it. I also did get the Nurge hoops, which you probably saw them on projects, so I don't want to take my stuff off. You know what the Nurge hoops are though, so I got those. And I also got my first Q-snap. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then I did get some fabric, and she gave me this bag for free. So it's huge. Like, look at it compared to my hand. It's humongous. So I've been putting all my like stitchy extra stuff in here. So like extra needles, just that kind of stuff to keep in my big bag, my Empower the Women Around You bag. And then, okay, so last thing I got is some fabric that I'm going to share with you. So they're little, some of them are kind of scrap pieces and some of them are bigger pieces. So this is Chocolate Milk, and this is a 32 count. I guess I'll take it out of the baggie for you. That is a 32 count chocolate milk. So pretty. Move it down. There you go. So pretty. And then I have been kind of searching for this. I was regretting I didn't get it when I went to Annabella's a couple weeks ago. But this one is a 32 count charcoal. So it's a really nice gray-black. But I've been wanting a dark color linen. That way if I want to do any of the stitching with the housewives, or anything that requires dark, I have it. This is a 28 count pewter. This is a little tiny piece. Pretty though. 28 count pewter. Oh, also, while I'm getting the next one out, I also have a little microphone coming. So if you guys hear background noise, hopefully you won't hear that next time. Because I found on Amazon Prime, they had like this cheap little microphone hooked to my shirt. That way you don't hear so much background noise, hopefully. This is a 32 count vintage country mocha, which I know you guys are all very familiar with this color. 32 count. And the last one is a 32 count flax, is the color. I really like this color. Very pretty. Very versatile. There we go. So that is 32 count flax. All right. So that is my haul. That's everything I've purchased over the last few weeks, or this week. Okay, so now I want to move on to kind of our end of the video stuff. So the first thing I want to do is channel shout outs. I love when other floss tubers do this because it helps me find new channels. Because you all know sometimes YouTube does not show you new channels, it only shows you the bigger channels. And I like to meet new people and find people who are new to Flosstube. So I have 2 people I want to mention this week, one of which is brand new. In fact, she only posted her first video last night. So let's welcome her to the community. It's Faith from Motor City Stitches. She's so awesome and she's like my age. I'm pretty sure she said she's 24 and she has a Siamese cat. Does it get any better? So definitely go check her out. Her first video is fantastic. It's so great. She's got some awesome WIPs she's working on. And her mom also cross stitches, so that's so fun. And she is also on Instagram. And then my other person I want to mention is Sarah and Jen from Stitchy Friends. So Sarah, I found them because I was watching her WIP Parade, which is a full feature-length film length, which was fantastic. I watched it over a couple days. But we have a lot in common. She's also a teacher, and we have some projects in common too. So I had to reach out to her because she seems awesome, and she messaged me back on Instagram, and we've been kind of chatting. So that's so fun. Go check out their channel. That is Motor City Stitchers and Stitchy Friends. So go check them out. Like I said, Motor City Stitchers is Faith, and she's brand new. So let's welcome her to the community. Hey Faith, we were chatting last night until like really late at night. So what's up? Okay, now we used to do this segment when I had my videos before. So I thought we'd bring it back because I loved it and always brought some positivity to my videos, but it also brought interaction from you guys. So it is the best thing of the week. So my best thing of the week is having new Stitchy friends on Instagram. Like I was just saying, hi guys. And so what is yours? What is your best thing of the week? It could be Stitchy related, it could be not Stitchy related. Just kind of want to know what's been great for you this week. I know sometimes the weeks can get really hard and really overwhelming, and that's why I started this segment back then, was because, oh, excuse me, I was finding myself getting really overwhelmed and having a hard time finding good. So find some good. What's the best thing of your week? Okay, this is a new segment, everyone. So this isn't going to be for everybody. I completely understand that. And if it's not for you, that's totally fine. Totally fine. But it is for me, and I'm sure it may be for a lot of you. So I wanted to do it because we're a community. So I wanted to start a prayer chain segment. So what this is going to be is if you have somebody, something, internal feelings, anything that you would like prayers for from our community, let me know in the comments. I will pick 1 or 2 of them and share them with our audience. That way we can kind of get the word out, get prayers going. So this is going to be prayer chain segment. It's going to come at the very end. That way people who aren't interested in that don't have to watch it, and that's completely fine. But if you have somebody, something you want a prayer chain for, put it in the comments below. I'll pick some and we'll go over them in the videos. That way we can kind of share those things. And the very last thing that maybe you might not be interested in, and that's totally fine, we're kind of done doing Stitchy talk, is any personal updates. So like I've said a couple times, I'm on break. So my life is not very exciting, and that's just how I like it. So my best friend from childhood is getting married. I'm gonna bawl. So I'm gonna be a bridesmaid at her wedding. So exciting. She also has no idea that I even have this YouTube channel because I don't post it on my Facebook page, but I am going to be doing a cross stitch for her wedding. So she does not know that, but that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I'm going to keep on branching out, trying new stuff. I feel like it's been working really well for me with the primitive stitches and actually finishing stuff and not just putting it in a box. So, and then as far as our new house, we're still working on organizing it. My craft room's organized, I'll tell you that. And like our kitchen has been great in the living room, but we still have some boxes and other parts of the house, and my goal is to kind of get that done before the school year starts. I was looking over here to look at the boxes that are in this room. There's really not that many, but I still need to go through my grandma's stitching stuff that she left me. I just haven't been ready to do that, but I feel like I need to do it because it's sitting on my floor. Drive me crazy. Okay, so I think that's everything I've got for you guys today. This is kind of a long video. I'm looking, it's like at 44 minutes, so that's awesome. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for being here. Please hit the subscribe button. That way it updates you when I post. I am still a newer channel, so if you hit subscribe, that makes sure you can actually see when I post. And then of course, I am on Instagram at millennial_stitchers, and you can message me on there and we can like chat. But I try to be active on there every day and post pictures every day of something stitchy. So make sure you follow me there. And other than that, I think we're all done for today. So I think that's gonna finish it up for Flosstube number 17. We're all done. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Bye.